Okay, so let's say for when f of x is equal to 2 times x minus 3 squared minus 4, label the vertex and axis of symmetry. Okay. So we know that it's in the form f of x equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Okay. So that means our equation of 2x minus 3 squared, these signs have to match. So you don't want to put plus 4 because that would change it. So you want to put plus negative 4. So you want all those signs to match up. Okay. So we know that our h is equal to 3. Well, our a is equal to 2 also. Our h is equal to 3. And our k is equal to negative 4. So if we want to find our vertex, it's just our h and our k. So it's 3, negative 4, which is our h and our k. Okay. And we know that the x value of our vertex is our axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry is x equals 3. All right. So any questions on that one? Usually when it's in that form, it's a lot easier to find the vertex. So, because all you have to do is identify your h and k. As long as you make sure your signs match, it pretty much jumps right out. All right. So any questions on this one? All right. Okay, so let's see. Just a quick one. We're going to convert this to x minus 3 squared minus 4. Forgot my f of x. To f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c form. Okay. So really all you'd have to do is just FOIL out your x minus 3 squared and combine like terms. That means our f of x is going to equal 2. Instead of x minus 3, make that x minus 3 times x minus 3 minus 4. Okay. So if we FOIL that out, we have 2 times x squared minus 3x minus 3x minus 6x plus 9 minus 4. So we can go ahead and distribute that 2. So you have 2x squared minus 12x plus 18 minus 4, which would give us 2x squared minus 12x, 18 minus 4 is plus 14. Okay. So you can see those two are exactly the same function. Now, if you want to convert it back, that would involve completing the square. And actually, we'll just convert it back just to kind of show the steps. That'll take just a couple seconds. Okay. Any questions on this one? All right. Oh. And let's see. So if we wanted to convert f of x equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 14 to f of x equals a x minus h squared plus k form. Okay, so all we're going to do is just take it right back to the original form. All right, so with this one, 2x squared minus 12x plus 14, we can't really divide both sides by equal because there's no value over here. I mean, you could, but it would kind of confuse things a little bit. So the quickest way to do this one is to factor out a 2 from those terms. Okay, so that means we have our f of x equals 2 times x squared minus 6x plus 14. Okay, so now we just have to find the completing the square inside of there. Okay, so that means for our f of x equals 2, and we'll do that on the side there. So for x squared minus 6x, no, a equals 1, b equals negative 6. Okay, so you're completing the square, which is b divided by 2a squared, is going to equal negative 6 divided by 2 squared, which is negative 3 squared. Remember, before you apply the square, you want to remember that one, which ends up being just 9. So clean that up just a bit. Okay, so that means you're going to add and subtract 9. Okay, so you have 2 times x squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 9. Okay. Now you only need these 3 terms in there. You don't need that minus 9. So you're going to bring that out. But the thing is, you have to remember, everything inside of here is multiplied by 2. So if you're going to take that minus 9 out of there, you have to remember to take it out, but still multiply it by 2. Does that make sense? All right. So you have f of x equals 2 times x squared. Oh, forgot my plus 14. X squared minus 6x plus 9 plus 2 times negative 9 plus 14. Okay. So now we have our perfect square trinomial. So 2, that value we had to remember in there, our minus 3, that's x minus 3 squared minus 18 plus 14. So that gives us our f of x equals 2 times x minus 3 squared minus 4, which is the one we originally started with. All right, so any questions on that one? Or you just want to get out of here? All right, so that is all we're going to cover for today. Yep.